Hello students. So in our previous class we have studied about the basic characteristics of living organism. So in that we have studied about growth and reproduction. Okay. Now today we will start the metabolism. Now we will start the metabolism. Metabolism. Now what is metabolism? The metabolism means the sum total of all type of chemical reaction. All type of chemical reaction occurring inside the organism. Inside the organism. It is called as metabolism. Metabolism means what? The sum total of all type of chemical reactions occurring inside the organism. Now there are different type of chemical reactions takes place inside a living organism. Okay, those all different type of chemicals reactions collectively known as a metabolism. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ನೋಡ್ರ metabolism ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Okay. Now the all activity means what? Growth, development, respiration, movement and digestion. It occurs due to the metabolism. It occurs inside the organism due to the metabolism. Okay. Now here the all activity of an organism, that is growth, development, respiration, movement, digestion, is only occurring due to the metabolism. Growth andre from child to adult grow agate. So idrinda agate some chemical reactions takes place inside our body. That's why we will grow. Now after development agate, and respiration means we inhale the oxygen, exhale the carbon dioxide. It is also one type of the reaction. Movement means what? We move from one place to another place. How we will move? By movement it happens due to the chemical reaction. Plus digestion means what? We intake a food molecule. We intake the food, that is a bigger molecules are present inside the food. Then these bigger molecules are converted into simpler ones. That is known as a digestion. Okay, these all are the chemical reaction, different type of chemical reactions which takes place inside our body. Okay. Now the metabolism are two types. Metabolism are two types. First one is metabolism are two types. First one anabolism and second one is catabolism. Now what is anabolism? Anabolism is the building up of the reaction. Building up of a reaction to increase the mass of organism. Here example photosynthesis. Okay. So what is anabolism? Now anabolism means it is a building up of reaction. To increase the mass of the organism. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ? The organism ಏನು ಇದ್ರಾಗ್ತದೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ? Mass increase ಆಗ್ತತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ reaction build up ಆಗತತಿ. So example photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means what? The plant prepare their own food in presence of light. So in that the reaction or the photosynthesis reactions takes place. That time the food molecule is produced inside the plant body. So adenagtati food molecule produce agtati. Food molecule produce agala mass enagtati increase agtati. So that is anabolism. So what is catabolism? Now catabolism means break down the reaction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ reaction build up ಆಗ್ತತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ reaction break down. Now in anabolism, the reaction will be build up. Okay, but in catabolism, the breakdown of the reaction means what? For example, digestion. For example, digestion. Now here, what happens? Here, the complex molecule is break down into simpler ones. Means when we intake the food, in that food, a bigger molecules are present. For example, carbohydrate. In our food, the carbohydrate is present. It is a bigger molecule. Now these carbohydrate is break down into smaller molecule. That is, the smaller molecules are glucose, converted into glucose molecule. Okay. So after that, another one example. Lactose. It is a dimer. Bigger molecule. It is also a dimer. Now this dimer is converted into monomer. That is glucose. Okay. So this is about the catabolism. Anabolism means building up reactions. Means they build up the reaction. They produce a new product. That is a glucose molecule. Example, photosynthesis. Here the molecule will be break down into a complex molecule will be break down into simpler ones. Okay. For example, here digestion. Now in non-living things, they don't have metabolism. Non-living things, they don't have ability to metabolize. Okay. Now metabolism, it is a defining property of living organism because it takes place only inside the living organism. It is a characteristics of living organism. That's why it is a defining property of living organism. Now after that, we will see. Have you understood what is metabolism? It is some total of different type of chemical reaction takes place inside the body. It is called as metabolism. Okay. Now the all activity of an organism means respiration, growth, reproduction, digestion. It happens due to the metabolism. Okay. Now metabolism is divided into two types. First one is the anabolism. Second one is the catabolism. Anabolism means to build up the reaction to produce a new product, that is glucose molecule produced in that is a photosynthesis. Example of photosynthesis. In catabolism, the breakdown of the reactions. For example, digestion means the complex molecules is break down into simpler ones. Then this simpler glucose molecule the body will be absorbed. Okay. Now metabolism, it is a defining property of living organism. Now in non-living organism, they don't have ability to metabolize. Okay. Now after that, we will see the consciousness. Consciousness. Now what is consciousness? It is the ability of an organism to sense their surrounding environment. Okay. It is called as consciousness. Consciousness ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is the ability of an organism ಏನು ability ಇದೆ to sense their surrounding or environment. Okay. Means and the proper responding of the environmental stimulus. Now stimulus means what? Factors. Stimulus andre ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Factors. Stimulus means factor. Now factors, it may be light irbodu illa factors, it may be light, pollution, fire, gravitation, these are the stimuli, environmental stimuli or environmental factors. These are the examples. There are more factors, but we have given only 2 to 3 examples of these stimuli. Okay, so these are the environmental factors. Now here, what is consciousness? It is the ability of an organism to sense their surrounding. We have sensed our surrounding. Now and the proper responding. Now in proper respond ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ environmental factors. Environmental factors proper responding ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ consciousness. Okay. Now here the stimulus. Stimulus means what? Factors. Now these stimulus could be physical, chemical or biological. Stimulus ಹೆಂಗಿರಬಹುದು? Could be physical, it could be chemical, or it could be biological. Now here the all living organisms respond to these stimuli through the sense organ. All living organism ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ? ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎದರಿಂದ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ? through the sense organs. To the sense organs. Now what are the sense organs? Sense organs means these are the body organs. These are the body organs in which the humans are able to see, to touch, to smell, to hear, etc. So those are known as the sense organs. In human being, the sense organs are, for example, eye, nose, skin, tongue, ear, etc. Okay, so these are the sense organs. Here, listen properly. First of all, what is consciousness? It is the ability of an organism to sense their environment or surrounding, okay, and proper responding to their stimulus. Proper responding to the stimulus. Stimulus means factors. Factors, maybe light irbodu, fire irbodu, gravitation irbodu, pollution irbodu. So ಆ pollution ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. That is called as a consciousness. Okay. Now stimulus means factors. It could be physical irbodu, biological irbodu, ಇಲ್ಲ chemical irbodu. Now the all living organisms which respond to these factors, to these stimuli through the sense organs. Sense organs, these are the body organs. Body organs in which the humans are able to see through the eye, to smell through the nose, touch through the skin, taste through the tongue, hear through the ear. Okay, we can hear through the ear, we can taste, we can respond to that taste through the tongue, we can see, we can smell, we can give the response to the smell, etc. We can touch, we can feel the touch through the skin. So these are the sense organs. Okay. Now all organisms from prokaryotic to eukaryotic, all these organisms are sense or respond to the stimulus. Now all the organisms, now here all the organisms respond or aware of their surroundings. Okay. Now all these organisms aware of their surrounding. Okay, ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? Prokaryotic means unicellular organism ಇಂದ multicellular complex eukaryotic organism ತನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ? ನಮ್ಮ surrounding environmental factors ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ? ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, now all these organisms aware, we are aware from their surrounding. We are aware of their surrounding. Now ಏನಿದೆಯೋ awareness ಐತೆ ನಮ್ದು. Now in that the human being is only the organism who is aware of himself. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? The human being is known as a self-consciousness. Here, all the organisms who are aware of their surrounding. And surrounding aware, but in that the human being is only the organism who aware of himself. Who aware of himself, that is known as self-consciousness. Concept kenanta karte mara self-consciousness. For example, when a person get an electric shock, that time what happened? He immediately respond to that electric shock. Means what? He jump out from that point. A point is then jump agtana. So why? Because he is responding to that electric shock. Okay, that's why human beings are a self-consciousness. Now another one example, when you step on the fire, that time what happened? You feel the heat and suddenly you step back. And suddenly you take your step back. So that is another one example of self-consciousness. Okay. Now the human beings, these are the self-consciousness. They are aware of himself, or self-awareness is there in human being. Now all organisms are open system because they are continuously interacting with their environment. That's why these are the open system. Now it is very difficult to define the living state, because when the patient lying in coma, that time what happened? That time the heart and lungs are working by supporting machine, but the time that organism, that patient will not live, means they are not neither living or not dead. Okay. That's why it is difficult to state the living state, define the living state. After that, this consciousness, it is also defining property of living organism. Okay. And in non-living organism, they don't have ability to consciousness. That's why it is a defining property of living organism. So it's clear, consciousness, it is the ability of organism. It is the ability of organism to sense their surrounding and environment. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೇನು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಈಗ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಏನು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಶಾಕ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಹಿಂದೆ ತಗೋತೇವೆ, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆಗ್ತೇವೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಶಾಕ್. That's why we respond to that electric shock. That's why we jump out from that point. Okay. ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅವೇನು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಇವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಶಾಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಫೈರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲಿಟ್ರಿ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡತ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡತ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ದ ನಾನ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, they don't have respond to that stimulus. They don't have ability to respond to that stimulus. Okay. And non-living things ಒಳಗಿದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆವು ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್. ಈಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬಯೋಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಆಲ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ, ರಿಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಟು ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲಿ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್. ಎದ್ರದಿಂದ ರಿಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವೆ, ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ all these organisms aware of their surrounding. They are aware. Awareness is there in all living organism. The human being is only one who is aware, or who is aware of himself. That's why they have self-consciousness characteristics. They have self-consciousness. That's why the human being is also defining property of the living organism. Okay. Now example we have studied, that is which example we take? When you step on fire, that time what happened? That time you feel the heat and immediately you take your step back. That is, you respond to that fire. Now after that we are studying, here some points is there, that is, it is very difficult to state or to define the living state, because when a patient is lying on coma, that time what happens? The lungs and hearts are working by supporting machines, but then neither they live or not dead. So it is that time it is difficult to define consciousness, because that time they don't have ability to consciousness. Okay. So this is about the consciousness. Now after that we will see cellular organization. Next point, that is what is cellular organization? Here we all organism made up of cells. organism. Now each cells perform their specific function. In ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು the specific function ನಾವು perform ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. Now here in non-living things there is no cellular organization. That's why it is defining property of living organism, because the cellular organization is only takes place inside living organism. Okay. Now cellular organization, it functions in life as a metabolism, reproduction, respiration, digestion. These all process happens due to the cellular organization. Means in that different type of cells are present and they perform a specific function in that system. Okay. Now I already told you it is a defining property of living organism. Now after that, clear, cellular organism means the organism which made by cells. Okay. Now each cell, there is a different type of cells are present in organism. Each cell perform a particular function. For example, in reproductive system, in digestion, in metabolism, in various means digestive system, the movement, growth, there are different type of cells are present, and each cell perform a specific function. Okay. After that we will see the lifespan. Last point, basic characteristics of organism, that is lifespan. Now lifespan, the every organism, it means the all organism have a definite life. A definite life means it is a biological process from birth to natural death. Natural death. It is called as lifespan. Lifespan andre ena? It is a biological process. Ether process is a biological process from birth to natural death. Natural death means what? Naturally death agate. Means by accidentally no death agtati. So and we consider madangilla. We consider only natural death. This process is known as a lifespan. Okay. Now this lifespan, it is only in this characteristic only present in living organism. It is not present in non-living. That's why lifespan is also defining property of living organism. Okay. Now lifespan, it means what happens from birth we grow. Means growth. After growth we mature. That is maturity. After maturity, that is senescence. After senescence, death. That is death. What happens in the lifespan? From birth, after birth we will grow, that is growth takes place. After growth we mature. After maturity, senescence. Senescence means age agate. After age we will be dead. So this process takes place in our lifespan. Okay. Now lifespan, this characteristic is not present in non-living organism. That's why lifespan is also considered as a defining property of living organism. Okay. Now what is the main conclusion of these basic characteristics of living organism? The main conclusion is the all living organisms. Conclusion, what happens? The all living organism have self-replicated, that is self-replication, self-evolved, self-regulated, interact system, and respond to external stimuli. Okay. Now these are the main conclusion of these characteristics. All living organisms self-replication capacity iರ್ತೈತಿ. Self-replication capacity ಅಂದ್ರೆ they produce new offspring. Replication ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? New organism produce ಮಾಡೋದು. That is a self-replication. We are studied in reproduction. Okay, reproduce. Okay, self-evolved means the evolved means little bit variation is takes place in sexual reproduction. So this little bit variation it leads to evolution. Variation ಆಗ್ತಾ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ evolution ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So evolution with self evolution ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ self regulated interaction system regulation ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗ metabolism type. ಆಮೇಲೆ we can respond to the external stimuli. We are studied in consciousness, means we all respond to external factors. So this is the main conclusion of this chapter, this point. Okay, now next point we will take in next class. Thank you.